All right, guys. I think there's something different about this show. I don't know. We've been seeing this show for what now? 14 episodes, and this is not the Simply Creative Studio. This is something else. This is the HGAP Studios down in Wynwood, Miami, Florida. Now that little intro's out of the way, welcome to Simply Taught, a show about everything creative. Today we have a great guest that I had the pleasure to meet during a certain music video that's soon to be. Sean, or better yet, King Soloman, the one and only.
That's right. This is your boy, King Soloman. We're here, Simply Talk Podcast, ready to happen, ready to make it happen, I should say. Already messed up, so I guess, I'm on a good roll. And I got my boy over here, Sal, flew in from Brooklyn.
What's up, everybody?
And, we're here. We're ready to rock and roll, man. Thanks for having us on the show.
Thanks for, you guys probably don't know this. I mean, you guys are seeing this for the first time, but Sean and I have been trying to make this happen for 2-3 months now, and it's a constant battle, whether it be scheduling conflicts or just technical issues or emotional issues.
It was everything, man. It was a movie scene, trying to figure out how we were going to get here. You know, I mean, the amount of times that we tried to schedule this, I'm just happy we're here. I mean, we were supposed to be done with this in September, I think
the big image or the big picture about this that people should take away, and we should take away, is that we made it happen. It's not always easy.
That's right.
The journey is always going to be tough, and especially if you're trying to do something passion driven with little resources and just a heart full of drive.
It's true, bro. Listen, man, nothing is easy, bro. Just like you saw when you came on the music video set, I mean, everything was just, improvisation, most of it. I mean, listen, we have a plan. Obviously, you want to follow it as much as possible, but, I mean, you're calling audibles almost every minute, it seems like. Nothing ever goes according to plan. But like you said, man, I'm just happy to be here, finally sit down, face-to-face, get talking. Got my boy Sal from Brooklyn. I mean, if we didn't wait till now to make this happen, Sal wouldn't even be here, and we might not even be here at HGAP Studios. So
I didn't even have the story.
That's what
I'm
saying. Exactly. Bro, I'm telling you, everything worked out.
Now, before we keep going, on the big camera, on the main shot, I want people to know that there's a person missing, and we're gonna miss him tremendously. He's off doing his own creative things, which is always well motivated on our part. Jeffrey Creighton, we love you and we wish you were here, but we know that you're here in spirit. Yes, shout out to Jeffrey, the OG co-host. And
That's right.
Yeah, bro, you're here with us in spirit. So,
bro, we got the chair right there for him, man.
Yeah, bro, we got the chair.
We should have brought a cutout, man. It would have been perfect.
Bro, it's not in the budget. After everything I already spent, it's crazy. I can probably pull up an image if you want, but that's it.
The price just went up too on materials, so I don't blame you, man.
All right, enough about us.
Yeah, right.
What up with you? Tell the viewers a little bit about yourself.
So what's up, guys? I'm Sal Arena, mainly just from New York City. King Soloman, Sean Levine has been my brother.
Yes, sir.
For 10 years, something like this, and it's been a dream of mine to work with him. And him putting me in contact with you was amazing as well. I mean, I got this call less than 10 days ago, 14 days ago, fly down. So he said, make it happen, and we're here now. So
that's the. I mean, we're gonna keep emphasizing on this. When we want something, we make it happen. You flew in from New York, just
straight up,
just New York, booked the flight, got down here, doing it now.
It's not like you're going to Wynwood or Design District or to the beach.
It was a journey, and
he straight up came here just for this.
Hell yeah,
and other things. But this was the main focus.
Is this your first time in Miami, or you've been here before?
No, I've been in Florida maybe 10 times in my life.
What about Miami?
Miami? No, I've never been to Miami.
All right, so
Miami's pretty cool.
Miami,
I mean, I've only been here for 8 hours, and it's already can I curse? I don't even know if I can, but it's already lit.
Curse.
So
you can do whatever. Be yourself, man. Be creative. Be yourself. Try not to offend anyone. If you do, just make it.
No, I apologize in advance if anybody's offended by my speaking or my friend speaking right next to me.
If people are going to get mad at you, just at least make sure it's funny, okay?
Yeah, bro,
that's it.
Look at Dave Chappelle.
Exactly. I was just about to say, I love Dave Chappelle.
Funny as hell, and he's insulting even himself to the core.
I know. And Netflix is backing him. You got to love it, man. You got to love it.
It's crazy. It's crazy how, things that were underground, even, things that you thought were already died out, that we grew up loving, it's coming back. Like the
That's
rock
true.
era is
That's
coming
true.
back. The like that 80s look, poppy collars is coming back. Ooh, look at that. It's 9 o'clock.
And you were the one who told us to put everything on silent
Bro,
and
I left my
vibrate.
phone in the
And
car for
meanwhile,
this.
it was
this
your
is just an
phone.
alarm saying it's 9 o'clock and it's time to get
Oh,
rolling.
we didn't even start yet. This was just the warm up.
No, this is
Oh,
we're
well,
starting.
okay. I was like, what, bro? I was like, what do you mean it's the time to start? I was like, I thought we were already like
It
into
was
it.
the mark to tell us like get our shit together because it's the ball's
right.
rolling. So
There we go.
no, but really funny story. Like that alarm is there because a lot of times me and my girl forget to eat and it's like midnight and we haven't eaten anything and it's just like bad digestion. It's a little like disciplinary.
You're one of the
like,
few that actually care about that, so I definitely give you respect.
I got it, bro. Like that digestion shit literally is not that friendly. You gotta
I'm
take
the
care of
type to
yourself.
wake up at like 3 a.m, go to the fridge, just chow down and go back to sleep.
nothing
It's
wrong with
horrible.
that.
It's horrible.
Let me
Well,
tell you-
there's nothing wrong. Yeah, I'm happy, but it's not good for the
Dude,
digestion.
my brother, shout out to my brother. When we were living together, literally I would wake up in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
I would see him. He would get up and go to the corner of the bed. And there he had like the juice of OJ just chilling there.
That's
and like,
not healthy.
and then put her away or just water. Like,
Bro, my man's living life, bro.
I mean, he's still around, so
exactly,
he survived.
exactly. You know, maybe when he's like 40 years old, he'll have to switch things up. But right now, it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
And better, yeah. Right now, let's enough with the chit. Like enough
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah, I know
with
what you're
the
saying.
banter.
We gotta
Let's
get
talk
into
about
the
you.
main
Let's
stuff.
talk about you.
Let's
All right, well, listen, man. I mean, for those that don't know, I mean, I'm sure in Miami, but, you know, I'm King Soloman, like Andres was saying before. I focus primarily on hip hop and rap music, and I've been doing this publicly for 3 years. I've been freestyling, rapping for like, 9, 10 years. But, when I came down here to Miami, I actually knew nobody and basically spent most of my time just writing rhymes and straight up just freestyling by myself. I would call up my friend Paulie and I would be like, yo, bro, like, how's this sound? Like, I would straight up just like read him what I wrote and then rap it on like random beats. And, I did that for like a solid year before like I started getting connected to the scene down here. And yeah, I mean, that's where I really built up the confidence to like start going public with my music and everything like that. And God bless, right now we have like a catalog. We have about I think it's like 14 songs out there. And right now we're just trying to really make original music, creative music, high quality music. And we're here to celebrate our brand new release that we just did, Everything 2020. We'll get to that later on.
Yep.
And that's it, man. I'm just here ready to rock and roll.
What about your roots? You're from Brooklyn, right? From New York.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Like, is there anything what was the inspiration or what was like your influence over there, and what made you want to bring that down to Miami? And
So basically at that point in time, I was at Brooklyn College and I was studying electrical engineering. And long story short, the program just didn't work out. I was at a standstill because like I wanted to graduate college to really just like, make my parents proud, to like kind of just give them that, symbol and status that, okay, listen, your son went to college, he got a good degree. Now I could go live my life. I did everything that you wanted for me. And then basically, so I was at the point in my life where I had to make a major decision. It was like this. My whole family started moving down to Florida slowly. I was living in Brooklyn. I was in college. The program fell apart, so I took some time off of school. I only had one brother living in New York, and it basically just worked out to move down here, and I moved in with my brother for a little bit. Like I was saying, I didn't know anyone, so I started writing rhymes. And the real influence about like where the music started was, in Brooklyn, I would just be freestyling in my Corolla, man. Like I would just drive around, pick up my friends. We would go chill anywhere, hotbox, and straight up just freestyle and just kill time. Sal was definitely involved. Me and him were at the band in Brooklyn College together.
go that back?
Yeah, we were in band
that's how we
together at jazz band.
Nice.
So basically, I went to high school at Edward R. Murrow. It's a performing arts school, and that's where I started to really get experience and grow my knowledge in music. I played drums, all the percussion instruments, marimba, xylophone, whatever it is, you name it. And we started doing all of these shows because Murrow is like very known for doing these musicals, like kind of like Broadway. So I was in the pit orchestra. and I was playing drums, and I was getting all the experience of like, you know, show business, like at a, you know, minor level, I would say. And just being around music the whole time and just hanging out with people that were always into music and, you know, always influenced, it really just took a toll on me in a good way. You know, obviously growing up, I listened to like 50 and Jay-Z, you know, Biggie, and obviously when you start listening to rappers like that, like how can you not get inspired to love hip hop? You know, I mean, that's like the heart and soul. And then, you know, the more educated you get in music, you start going to like DJ Kool Herc and like Africa Bambaataa, and then you start realizing that, you know, hip hop really was started in New York. So, you know, just growing up in Brooklyn, just being surrounded by people that like were a part of the culture, it definitely, you know, helped me with the rhymes, and like it really helped me understand the culture and like what's important in life, and like how you got to be grateful for every day. Because, you know, in the beginning when I started rapping, like it was more so about me just relieving stress and like, you know, putting pen to paper as a way of like reflecting,
like an outlet, like a little
exactly
outlet.
like an outlet, like reflecting on life and stuff like that. And then it just grew and grew, and then I started to realize, you know, like this is like the heart and soul of music. You know, it's just being real with yourself and being able to like, you know, reflect on all your life experiences and learn lessons, and basically take all that knowledge and just apply it to your life. And all the experiences that I went through in Brooklyn, I mean, it really shows in my music. I mean, when I first started, you know, dropping music, I recorded with only people from Brooklyn. You know, I flew my friends Tariq and Paulie here. And basically,
like when you were down here,
when I was down here, yeah, when I was down here, I flew them down, and we made a makeshift studio in my living room, and then we started recording "Wish Me Well" and "Brighter Side" and "Golden Rule," and then we started, you know, building up from that, making music videos and stuff like that. But you know, people from Brooklyn will always be in my heart. I mean, it's just a part of me, and I'm never gonna lose it, you know. And just you know, I try as hard as I can to always keep that presence in my music. Even though I've been living in Miami now for about 6 years, like I always try and bring a little Brooklyn flavor in my music.
Now, before we keep going, I want to make you feel left out. What's your intake on that? Like growing up in New York, being surrounded by all those different, because people know New York as a melting pot of like different arts.
That's really how it is.
Finances, you got food, you got theater, but within the music world, how does that
translate?
How does that translate, and how does that like influence you like as a artist?
Well, once you open up Pandora's box, it's over. Once you figure out that you can use music to release everything that you're feeling at any moment. And then on top of that, once you figure out, like how Sean was saying, you know, we're self-critical about the music we make. But even more important is to just get it out. Actually make it, actually produce this music, actually go on stage like Sean does every night or whatever it is down here. But
well, been trying, yeah. I mean,
yeah,
no, keep going.
Yeah, just getting this music out of you, because at the end of the day, nothing's gonna be perfect. And we all have a starting point. Ours was in Brooklyn, mine was in just the city in general, and you work towards being greater at it, but there's no reason to ever stop and say, let's stop this whole track, stop this whole show. That thing was messed up. Something was messed up. It's not coming out right. We're doing it because we love it, not necessarily for the money. It's just because this is who we are. And this is most musicians' perspective.
It's true. Yo, why don't you tell them how you got started playing trumpet? Because I don't even think I know that.
Man, I got started playing trumpet when I was in third grade. Third grade.
You see?
Sitting next to one of my best friends to date. So this is what, 16, 17 years ago? And then it's nothing serious. Starting a little school band. Then you go to the next school and you want to get better. Then you go to college. You want to get better. And then after college, what do? It's either you put the horns down, you put the mic down, or you continue doing it. And through all, as you know, we're getting older now. We're adults. And we got bills. We need to put food on the table. We need to pay for our car, pay for our phone, pay for everything. Our health care. It's ridiculous. So
it's not easy anymore.
It's not easy. So we got to work. But the music ain't going to stop despite whatever work comes our way.
That's fact.
And a lot of Sean's music is, really speaks to that. Because you're not putting out bullshit, man. You're really not.
No, I appreciate
and
that.
musicians are pretty real to each other. You get some fake friends, some yes friends, but no, it's, you know, you're putting out good music and you're on like a really, really nice direction. You know,
I appreciate that.
I would have never flown down to Miami for
facts.
anybody, for anything except for Sean. Sean hits me up, it's done.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. When you told me you were flying over your buddy from New York, I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
all right.
flew me
That-
out.
that's
Flew me
that
out.
legit.
I told you,
Told
bro.
me
I
the
told
days. He got me here.
We made it
Thanks to this
happen,
man.
bro. We always make it happen.
Now, let me ask you something, Sal. I
Go ahead.
strongly believe that music is a language, that it's a form of just communicating, that it's universal. It's something that no matter the language or the instrument or whatever it be, it has an emotional impact on the listener. You have a double-edged sword. You showcase music through just musical instruments. How do you manifest a story of anything through the trumpet?
When I first started playing trumpet, I used to sing lyrics, whatever it is, and then play it on my horn. That was just a piece of the puzzle. But man, as you get older, it just all forms into just, this is the music and we do it for it, no matter what the type of music is. So as a trumpet player, as a horn player, I cannot speak into a mic and let people know exactly what I'm feeling. But I'll tell you this, Everything 2020 is one of the most perfect examples. This is one of my first tracks that Sean and I did. And I'm not playing the most craziest stuff. I'm not playing bebop. I'm not out there killing it. I'm not. But you know what? The point isn't of look at what he's playing. It's that the music's there. It's that, you know, when the mic was in front of me, I did what I needed to do. When Sean got the mic in front of him, if you listen to any of Sean's tracks, Everything 2020 is completely different. And
That's true.
I don't
That's
know
very
if
true.
that's because of the
good.
horn behind it, but it, you know, it's like you said, music is a universal language. So
It's authentic, man. Like,
yeah,
it
it was very,
you know,
very authentic the way Everything 2020
you give people a vibe that is very relatable to them. You know, obviously we're gonna touch on the track more into the, you know, podcast, but to just touch on what he said, like when you hear the trumpet on that song, at least for like, you know, the second half, like when he has the solo, like I'm telling you, like it makes you feel like he's crying. Like you can't like
Word.
yeah, you know, like you can't really you can't obviously hear the words, but like it's the sonic vibration that he's giving off. It's like, you know, the song is about all the struggles that we went through as a society, as a world in the year 2020. And like when you hear that trumpet, you know, it's special, man, because you don't need to hear me speak. You just need to listen to the trumpet and how he's playing it, and you could tell like it's heartfelt.
Honestly, bro, you feel the vibe from the first 5 seconds. Like you set the mood.
That's what I'm saying.
T.Y., thank you.
And it translates like beautifully throughout the song. And I think it kind of like, you basically put the first ink on the paper and you gave like that inspirational guide to Sean to kind of like, all right, there's a story here. I know where to take it. And it was a collaboration. Like that's the beauty of the arts, that you may not have the full picture, but you bring someone from childhood and you'd have something that you want to share, and it makes sense. It just makes sense, and
It's
it creates.
true. And the bond is strong, man. You know, like on other podcasts, for instance, like everyone would be like, yo, all right, King Soloman, and like address me like that. But like, you know, this is like the real homie that
King
we've
Sal,
been through
I'm
it.
sorry if I keep calling you
it's all,
Sean, bro.
Bro, it's all good. It's all good.
bad now.
What I'm trying to say is that it's family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he'll never, like when we made the track, like he'll never look at it, and neither will I. We'll never look at it like we're doing this for money or we're doing this for business or whatever. It's like we're doing this because this is who we are. You know, the music is in us.
Those are the best form of arts. Like, yeah, you have to, and the end goal is to figure out a way to like sustain yourself on a financial level, but you never want to lose the integrity of like the pureness of like why you're doing it. The moment you start doing a song or something creative for the dollar bill or for the check,
Yeah, you
it
lose.
becomes commercial. I wouldn't say commercial. It becomes just not so personal.
Yeah. And I could touch on that a little bit more. Like you were just saying, like when I first started, you know, basically putting out content on Instagram, on all social media platforms. Like, I was just doing it because like I enjoyed it. It was fun to like make music videos and do something that I always wanted to do. And then as the following grew, as the notoriety grew, you start realizing that, okay, I can make money off this. So you start looking at how you can monetize all this content, and you start thinking about like, okay, maybe if I do this trend or if I use these lyrics, like I'll make more money. But the truth is that's how I got lost in the sauce, because I started thinking about the music from the financial standpoint, from the business. And like, yeah, I'm grateful I did that, because I learned the music business. You know, the music industry and music business is two totally different things. You know, you could be the best musician in the world, but if you don't know music business, you'll never make any money off that. But, you know, trying to find the balance that's the whole key, because like I was saying, you know, getting lost in the sauce, like I started thinking every single day when I woke up, what am I going to do to make money? And then it got to the point where I had to take a break from music for like 6 months, because I just wasn't making music that I wanted to anymore, because I was just making it for the people that are going to pay me. And that's not true music. You know, you gotta be making music that's true to you.
Yeah, I can relate that. I can relate. I can relate to that too, because if the people watching, you notice that the feed on Simply Creative is kind of like minimized, and it's not because we're unattentive to it, but it's because we're being more responsible and more like connected to what we want to put out. It's not just Monday, Wednesday, Friday put something out. It's more like I want to make waffles, say, let's post that. And then there'll be like a hiatus for a few days, and I'm like, I want to share this. It becomes more of a relationship, because you're genuinely just showcasing
your lifestyle,
yourself in the process, not just the content. And one of the guests that I had drew the line clearly. The moment you start considering your art or your craft content, that's when it disconnects.
Exactly.
When you're an artist, you want to keep making art. And for those watching, it can be content, but for you, it better be art, because it better be like personal, it better be intimate, and it better have a story that attaches to you that can reciprocate with the people around. I mean, that's the beauty of art, I think. No?
It's true.
What about you? What has been the biggest like feedback, or the biggest kind of like reward that you've seen that's not monetary through your music?
Well, this track with King Soloman.
I love how we're going back to the track where you're building the momentum.
Yeah, this track with King Soloman, man, was my first thing that I ever put out there that could be monetized, however you would say it. But we did it with no intentions of selling out at any point. You know, when I made this track with Sean,
didn't even know it was going to be released. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no, it's all cool. Can I mention the producer's name real quick? I dropped him.
Of course, yeah.
Producer Tariq Allen. Thank you very much. I had went to Tariq's studio, and we were making music. So I was like 3-4 tracks deep, and this track was made. He was a key for this. He was a key part, and we made this out of love, man. I had worked 10 hours construction that day with Tariq. This is no jokes. We went there.
That's your day job?
I've been working construction for most of my life. Since I used to gig all the time. We were playing shows like crazy. I was making fine money as a musician. I was. These private lessons. We were doing just fine. But specifically, I don't know how it is down here in Miami. I would imagine it's the same, but in New York, it's expensive. It's really expensive in New York. So things cost a lot of money. So, you know, you need to find an outlet. And you know what? I found some love in construction as well, because it was similar to music. But at the end of the day, I needed a daytime gig. So I also put down music a little bit. Not too much. I was gigging, but I wasn't selling out anymore. I wasn't playing shows for money. I wasn't doing that. And when Tariq and I started making this, and then Sean, like a godsend, hopped on this track. Thank you, Sean, by the way.
So he was invited on it, or?
Well, no, me and Sean have been talking about making music for God.
He met up with Tariq. By the way, Tariq produced everything on NYC to MIA. He also co-directed with Paulie the music video for Wish Me Well. So we like I said, we all grew up together. We've all been working on music. So him and Tariq got together. They made the beat, you know. I would say, I mean, it was beautiful. And then basically what happened is I told Tariq that I was coming to New York in December of last year, and he just sent me the track like out of the blue. Like he didn't even like text me, like he didn't even have like a caption or say anything. He just sent me the track, and he sent me like 2 more. And then I listened to the first one, which was the one obviously that we made into Everything 2020. And as I was listening to it, I was like, shit, man. I was like, bro, this is like everything that I needed, like, because it was too real for me to handle at the moment, because like I said, the sonic vibration, like when I listened to the trumpet, to the piano, to the drums, I felt like I was in the middle of a jazz club, and like someone just called me up to the stage and I started singing the blues. Like that's exactly how I felt. And I knew like bro, I didn't even write lyrics. Like I'm not even kidding you. Like I told Tariq right away, I was like, bro, get this track cleared. Make sure that we have all the rights for it, because I'm making this into a song. And then I hit up Sal, and Sal was like, bro, like, are you serious right now? He couldn't even believe that
You sent me the finished track. It was unbelievable, because I'm there, and I had an inkling that this was going to happen. But I knew Sean was coming down, but I couldn't make it for whatever reason.
It was spiritual, bro.
And
like
he hopped on
spiritual.
the track.
Yeah,
and he made it, you know, what it is. We made it together, man.
No, bro, honestly, man, like I'm grateful, because basically to finish up the story, I went to Tariq's house when I flew into New York. I went to him the night of, and I told him to play that same track. Like he was playing me like other beats, and they were fire. Like, don't get me wrong, but I didn't care. I was like, bro, play this beat. And I'm telling you right now, in like 2 minutes, I just wrote the chorus, and I was like, bro, everything's going wrong, because that's how I felt. Like the whole year was just so chaotic, and like it was just, bro, it was getting worse. Like the election was coming up, and you know, like the whole world was going crazy.
2020, bro.
The whole world was going crazy. Yo, mind you, 5 days after I recorded the song, they rushed the Capitol. So I wasn't wrong when I said everything's going wrong. You know what I'm saying? And like bro, like I'm telling you right now, like it was crazy, because I was in that studio and we recorded it on maybe 1 take. Like, and I was like, bro, like, I don't even want to do another take, because it just sounds so heartfelt. And like, you know, I'm telling you, the lyrics just came from the heart, bro. Like when we play this song for everybody, like you're going to understand, like these lyrics came naturally. There was no thought process. It was just him playing the beat, and I was just freestyling. I had the chorus, but like all the other lyrics were just a freestyle. It was just natural.
Let me tell you, like in the spirit of this podcast, unscripted, we're gonna go off script and just kill the anxiety or the weight.
I know what you're saying. We've been talking about it a lot. It's good.
I think we spoke about it enough to like not torture the viewers enough. Let's just show the song.
Let's do it. I feel like everything going wrong. The life we knew is long gone. Bless you, stay strong. 1 minute or a lifetime until tomorrow. 5 fingers on my mind, but we still going. The trips everywhere is different. Nations divided on their opinions. Just follow the mission. What would it be to come together, to set the example, and guide all the masses to the next level? Man, 180 on my life. Never thought it could happen. Better think twice. Guess the fairy tale is right. The lies never set you free. You better fight for your life. Feel like everything is going wrong. The life we knew is long gone unless you stay strong. 1 minute or a lifetime until tomorrow. 5 fingers on my mind, but we're still going. Tell me not. You sound like you're in a jazz club.
The trumpet, for me at least, sounded like confession or acceptance. It sounded like if you put it into words, someone that was trying to like reflect and be aware of like what's happening around and just coming into terms. Like, what was your emotional input? Like, what were you feeling when you were writing that? Did you even have the 2020 in mind, or was it just...
You're talking to me or him?
No, life is hard. Life is hard. So, you know, after doing a few tracks with Tariq, it was more of just like enough of the lines, enough of the bullshit that we're making, and let's like make some real.
It sounded like you're trying to put it
music.
into words. That's what I was trying to say. It's like if you're trying to put your feelings into words, just in this case, through the trumpet, and the lyrics you put out are just like honest, man. There's no...
Bro, every line is relatable because it's just everybody went through it. You know, it's not like, for instance, I talk about growing up in Brooklyn. All right, that's like, you know, one part of America. That's one part of the whole world. Like, COVID hit every single person in this world. So it's like, that's why the song is so relatable, because every lyric is like, you know, it's basically directed to, you know, every single person. It's not just me. It's him. It's you. It's everyone in the room. Everyone, like, I'm telling you, somebody, like, everyone's life changed, for better or for worse, but everyone's life changed. And the one line that I just want to shout out is 1 minute or a lifetime until tomorrow, because that's really how it felt, bro. Like, being in quarantine and all that stuff, it's like the minutes just go by, and like, you know, you don't know like time anymore. You don't even keep track of it, you know? It's like when you finally leave the house, it's been like, I don't know. For me, I was always leaving the house. We outside, like, I really didn't care about quarantine. I mean, I was here in Miami. The whole vibe was different. I was definitely in quarantine for like, you know, a week, you know, but like, you know, once that week hit, I was like, yo, enough is enough. I got to get out of here, you know? But even the whole year just felt like it flew by. Like, I didn't even feel like I experienced 2020. That's the truth. Even though I know I did a lot of things and I know I went places, like, the time just flew by. And like, another way of, I guess, making it like, you know, easier to understand is like, you know what happened down here with the building in Surfside collapsing. So, you know, I went there and I volunteered, and I was, you know, very, you know, I was just being kind, and I didn't talk that much. I was just trying to understand people's feelings and just help them out. And basically, we look at that building collapse and it's just 1 minute for us, you know? But someone who lived in that building and was lucky enough to make it outside, they watched their whole life just fall down while we just watched 1 minute. So that's how I make the comparison, is that, you know, for everyone, it's just, if you weren't a part of it, for everyone, it's just another minute. For them, it's a lifetime. With COVID, you know, for some people, it was just 1 minute. It was quick. For other people, to this day, it's still something. You know, everyone reacted different. And it's just, you know, other lines too, you know, nations divided by their opinions. Let's just follow the mission. Everyone was divided, man. Like, all I wanted was just peace. All I wanted was people to come together and to just get to the next level of society where we, but, you know, it's not easy, man. And I definitely am happy that Sal provided that vibe, you know, because without him playing the trumpet, I don't think this track would have ever happened.
Yeah, and this was, not to interrupt you, this was after, I guess Miami was only shut down for a week. New York was shut down for many months.
That's the truth.
We saw full businesses go under, hundreds of businesses people put their whole life into, and in 1 minute,
gone.
Shut down, done, whole life gone, family's gone, along with COVID. That was, you know, that was hard enough already. And then, you know, I know you guys had it tough out here. The whole world had it tough. So this was just natural that you put a mic in front of a trumpet player anywhere in the world after COVID, and you're going to get something like this. You put a rapper anywhere in the world after COVID, in front of a mic and you're gonna get something like this. However, this is what we made.
The beauty about music or the arts is that, good or bad, it creates a story, and we as artists create a way to like translate it into a medium where people can like share it, relate to it. And I want to touch bases on that because 2020 was hell of a year, both on the negative and the positive. But the music scene down here in Miami blew up.
It did.
Thanks to, I think you know where I'm going with, thanks to Wismer from the Wizards. They started this little gig, El Jam, originally in Doral, eventually led to...
That was one of my best performances.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Like I saw the footage from the El Jam.
Yeah, it was.
And you looked like you were so...
Was that the couch jam when you were standing on the couch?
No, that was the art. That was the art.
You were still in. They were still in Doral at the time, right?
They were in Doral.
Did you ever go to the Oak Garden?
You know, we were supposed to perform again together at Oak Garden, but it was the rainy season, and you know they had to change it last minute to in studio. I really wish that I was able to perform at Oak Garden because those shows were off the hook. But to just touch on El Jam, I think what they did for the Miami music scene is incredible. Because they brought I think over 100 different artists out of their houses and just in front of crowds and just normalizing things again.
And no excuses, man. Like it
was amazing.
Like
man.
music
it was amazing.
Is transcending, and like whether you like or dislike the city of Miami, what I loved about El Jam is that it brought like the human element through music and kind of said, hey, this is who we are. This is our culture. You saw people with the violins on trombones.
It was crazy,
man. Weren't there tap dancers there or something like that?
The last show I went to,
that reached New York. I seen
the last show I went to. There was a fire dancer. It was a full moon, and there was this chick that just kind of like came in like with such like
they were confidence. On another level,
dude. It was magical. I know. It was spiritual. So I think that was the last show and. Hell of a show to end.
It was great.
And hopefully, I mean, I know Wismer and Los Wizards are like, they're going to New York. They're like
they're
on
moving.
Television and all that. They're like the band of the Miami Heat, or like they're the city.
Oh yeah, they're blowing up down here, man.
So a lot of
I
love.
went to a crypto event and they were there.
A lot of love and respect to them. And all that started because they felt the need. Beyond that, they felt the need to express. They felt the need to create music. They felt the need to kind of bring people together because, believe it or not, if you like music, if you like attending live venues, that was huge deprivation that you lost in 2020.
So true.
And
so true.
They did it responsibly. They it was outdoors. It was just chill, and it was just people came with their own instruments. They jammed along. They even invited people from the audience. It was very human.
True.
It was
magical,
human.
Man. And to just touch on it from like my perspective, like when I first got invited to perform there, like, they asked me to send them songs. And like usually I would just perform straight up songs, and I did. I performed Hands of Time. But after that, we actually jammed for real. We did like a freestyle. I didn't write anything down. I didn't even know that it was gonna happen like that. I had a song there, but they were like, "Hey, you wanted the freestyle, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "All right, let's do it." And
I think Wismer started
off with that was I'm telling you right now, that was like one of my favorite performances because like it was just so natural and it was a real jam. It was a jam. Like, bro, we were freestyling, and like, bro, when I would be getting tired, I'd be like, "All right, let's hit a solo," and someone would hit a solo like the drummer or Wismer, and then I would go back to rapping, and then someone would hit a solo, and then we would do the chorus, and we were jumping up on stage. Like it was just like, shout out to Wismer and El Jam, man. Like they are just they're just like just magical, bro. I can't even describe it any better than that. The energy that they bring, I don't think anyone could replicate. And that night, I gained so much respect for the Spanish culture, the Latin culture, the music, and like, it was like, it felt great, man. It felt great. They brought me in like I was like family, and to be honest with you, man, like it was. I wish I could relive that day one more time, because like I'm telling you right now, man, like that was one of my favorite performances. And then, like you said, after everyone performed, they got people from the crowd to come in and perform. And like, there ended up being like 20 performances in one night. and everyone had amazing energy. Matter of fact, like I think Jimmy Rodriguez was like the main guy. Like, you know, they were so open that they called me up and I was freestyling with Jimmy on stage, and me and him had like a duet going on. Like none of that was planned. It was just that the energy was so positive and open, and just like, you know, everyone was really just about having a good time, like you said. And that's where the music comes in, because like music brought everyone together. That was the key. That was the nucleus. That was the unity, was the music. Because without the music, we had no reason to be there.
Man, it's like I was telling Sal, it's a language. It's,
Yeah.
it's universal. Yeah. Like that's why I love jazz. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Sorry, I got
nah.
for jazz.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Jazz band, man. Jazz
you,
band.
Andre.
That's how we started, man.
But it's beautiful because like
Straight note chasing.
the integrity with jazz is just kind of like feeding off of each other. It's you're not necessarily trying to outweigh or outbeat someone else. You're watching each other. You're making eye contact. You're having like.
It depends on the jam, man.
Nah, of
Depends
course.
on the
I'm not a
jam.
musician,
Some
I'm
cats,
just a
some
spectator.
cats go for the throat. They look at cats like, I'm gonna. You just played that.
Go
Don't
heavy
worry.
on
Let me
that?
go next.
Are you one of those cats, or you try to?
It depends on the scene. I mean, it depends on the vibes. I mean, New York City is legendary for their jazz clubs in their basements, just
amazing.
like
Fat
the
Cat.
studios here. Fat Cat went under,
Yeah.
bro.
What?
Nah.
Fat Cat went under. I pass by every day
Bro,
now, and I
I
nearly
wish
cried.
I didn't even say that name.
Bro, they
bro. I
got
can't
boards
believe
up
that.
on their glass doors. Yeah.
Bro, I used to go there like every week, my
Yeah,
dude. Fat Cat was, to give you an idea, Fat Cat was
West
a jazz
Village.
club underground in a basement in the village,
West Village.
West Village. Bro, they had live jazz, ping pong tables, foosball, pool. It was a whole bar set up. It was basically like the ultimate chill spot, and nobody knew about it for a while. And I would just walk in there. It would be so low key. And then like 2 years after I started going there, lines out the door. And I'm like, bro, like this used to be my spot. Now I got to wait.
Damn.
And like I used to know like some of the bouncers. It got to the point where everything changed. I'm like, man.
That had a lot to do with the
was
actual
like,
like major artists that started to put a lot of work in there.
Yeah, yeah. No, it
Yeah.
blew up the scene, man. And you know, like jazz band, like how me and Sal met. Like I remember Sal like looked at Tariq, because Tariq also plays trumpet. He looked at Tariq, and like me and Sal barely like knew each other at the time. And like, bro, I was playing jazz, but I was playing like so soft. And the rhythm didn't lose like any speed at all. Like the tempo was like on point. And I just remember Sal looking at me. He's like, all right, I know Sean's a good drummer now. And I was like, all right, nice. I got the respect.
Swing ain't easy. Swing ain't
I was like, I got the respect.
Should have kept on in hardcore.
Yeah, I know. Now I still play drums a little bit, but not to the point where like I could go on stage and perform, you know?
All right, so it's getting around that time where we got to start wrapping things up. What's
That's
time?
true.
Yeah.
I think, wait, hold on. Don't we have like another song to show the people?
Yeah.
We can. Well, tell them about it.
All right, so we got to take out the trash, man. And like, you know, this song really changed my life, because not only is it such a powerful song and just a good rap song, but like there's so many different messages. Basically, everyone has people in their life that, you know, I guess if you want to say like fake friends, or just like, you know, people that they got close with, and then, you know, they wronged them or something like that. And to just sum things up, you know, Take Out the Trash is really about taking all the negative people out of your life and just moving on and just focusing on you and, you know, building yourself up positively. And I just took this to another level. Like I started realizing that as I was listening to the song, I was like, man, like we actually have to take out the trash, because spring break happened here. And I'm telling you right now, like Sal, you weren't here, but Andres was here. My man, like, tell me not, the beaches were so dirty after spring break. It was a mess, bro. And
I didn't even
Miami,
go to the beach,
bro,
and I knew that.
bro. Miami Beach is beautiful, man. And like, yo, they left it in a wreck, and that really made me feel like so like I don't even want to say upset, bro. I was just sad and like disappointed that like the human culture just got to this point, because it's like you come here and you vacation here, but meanwhile we live here. and we can't enjoy the beach now. So that's when I take out the trash to like the environmental level, and I started putting all those videos on Instagram about how we got to take out the trash literally and figuratively. You know, we got to pick up the trash on the beach. We got to take out the trash, dump it in the right place, but we also need to take out the trash out of our lives, because I guarantee the same people that are dumping trash on the beach are the same people that are causing you problems in your life.
Bro, like
that, you know, enough said.
Right before we go into the snippet of the song, to like piggyback on that, something I always tell myself to keep moving forward when I'm creating is, in life you always have two different spectrums. You have the people that hold you back and the people that support you. It's your job to filter it out.
I like that.
And in that case, take out the trash, because you don't want any pollution getting in the way. There's going to be bad days, but you don't want them to be the reason why you fall. If anything, they're the reason you get stronger. So
it's true, bro.
Talking, and let's check this out.
Yeah, let's take out the trash, man.
I don't really do no favors. I'ma stay getting that paper. Wish me well, my haters. Catch me smoking that vapor. On dark side like Vader. One day I'ma be on fader. Can't rap, boy, use a traitor. Pick me, I do it greater. I'm hot, equator. I'm smart, innovator. Nice shoes, they alligator. Digging graves with excavators. I'm flying, aviator. Coming up, elevator. Plug talk, I'm the operator. Let's go. I don't really fuck with your shit. You still ain't got one hit. I'm pulling up southside, smoking that split. Yeah, you know, boy. Yeah, I been lit. Yeah, we bomb you, some kamikaze. Get out my way. You can't stop me going off. No showing off. I stay true, carry my sword off. Let's go. Friends just give out. They flip on you like a pancake. I'm chilling hard, but they got hidden moves. Man front and they been fake. I spark up, don't give a shit. If you got corona, can't hit. Then I run my game. Throw dirt on my name. You driving me insane, bitch. Look, I be wildin' out, ballin'. Yeah, I'm coming out. I'm taking over town. Yeah, you know they love my style. Look, boy, when you catch me in these streets, you know what it be. That real OG, that King Soloman, NYC to MIA.
Someone call waste management, because Sean or the King is here and he's not playing.
Yo, we're snapping, bro. Snapping, man. Yo, quick shout out. I didn't say before we played, but that was my boy 40 on the chorus. He actually flew up from LA. Maybe one day we'll bring him on the podcast. I don't know. And my boy Renzo Gonzalez also snapped with the ad-libs, and that's my engineer. And, bro, like you said, man, you got to take out the trash, man. Like I said, yo, they flip on you like a pancake.
All right, so
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, yo.
Now that the trash is out of the way and you're all you, what is next for King Soloman? What ventures await you? And feel free to
That's a good question. Yeah, so, all right, I'll talk about what I got going on, and then we could talk about what we going on. So, basically, I'm dropping a new song called Miami Beach, November 12th. Then I'm dropping another song called Money Bags. Then I'm going to drop the music video for That's On Me.
Are we going to show them a little snippet?
Yeah, actually, I forgot about that. All right, after this, but I guess before we wrap up, we'll show them a little snippet, and then we'll talk about it a little bit, our experience, how we met.
Or maybe we just leave them with the cliffhanger, show them and like be what's
and then
good.
that's it. All
That's
right,
that's I like it.
All right, so we'll do it like that. All right, so look, we got, and then come January, we're dropping the album. Okay,
Nice.
So what can you expect? More music, more fire, more life, more love, more positivity, more grind, more motivation. You could expect more of me. I'm dropping content every day. And that's not because I'm trying to get paid. That's because I want you guys to just follow up. And really what I'm trying to do right now is just inspire people, man. I want people to look at me and see what I've done and to motivate them to just do something with their life to chase their dreams. Because to be real with you, a lot of people give up on their dreams, you know, and it's sad because I feel like that's the whole point of life, is to just do what you want and to do what you imagine, you know, like thoughts are everything. So when people look at my content, I understand, yeah, it may be just about me, but I guarantee you, like, the only reason that I'm doing everything that I'm doing right now is because I want to show people if I could do it, you could do it. And I want people to be able to live their life and, you know, chase their dreams as well.
Well, you're on that track, man. Let me tell you, motivate me to want to like get in this studio and talk to you. So
facts.
Keep going, bro.
And we did it.
What about you?
Talk about the video.
Man, when's the video dropping, Sean? When's the video dropping, Sean? We did a lot of work for this video.
That's true.
You know
Hey,
who I'm
we
talking
showed
to
him.
out there.
We showed him. Talk about the IG Live and how we showed snippets.
Yeah, man.
and stuff.
Sean is.
Tell
I'm
him
one
to
of
check
those.
it out.
I'm one of those cats Sean's talk about, man. He inspired me. You know, I was working every
Thank you,
day.
bro.
I had the music. I was ready to go, but he inspired me to go, like to actually get up and go and do
I
it.
appreciate that.
So that's just one. You know, me and Sean have some future stuff coming out for the people that want to hear it. That's number 1, too. Can I plug myself real fast? 2 seconds.
Yes,
I
sir.
have a demo EP coming out. It's called Guaranteed. That'll be coming out in 2022. I hope y'all like it. It's like something like 7, 8 tracks. I think I'm gonna leave it at 7. So yeah, and Sean's gonna be on that. He doesn't know it yet. He's gonna pop off on that.
Okay.
So
Yeah, we got.
and
the,
then we
got
got a
the
video.
Tell him about the video.
We got a video. Yeah, I mean, okay. You know how hard it is to shoot a music video with a cat in Miami and a cat in Brooklyn? It is very difficult. It's
Yes,
not
sir.
as easy as people think. So, and there was
Lot
a
of
lot of back
coordination.
and forths, but we have a music video coming out for everything
Yes.
2020.
Oh yeah.
So when that drops, y'all will know. Y'all know beforehand.
Hey,
Get
maybe
a
it'll
heads
be
up.
reason to start season 2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm down. I'm here. You call me. I'll show up. 30 minutes, man.
Let's do it.
And what was I gonna say? If you want to catch a little sneak preview of everything 2020, we're not showing it on the podcast, but you can go to my Instagram and go to my IG Live. Look for the most recent one I did with my boy Sal. You will see at least a 30-second clip on the IG Live of the music video. And I think I just put one on my Reels. And listen, we're going to drop it soon, probably by the end of the year. Not probably, most
Better
definitely
hit
by
that
the end
bell
of
and
the year.
notification on the
Exactly.
gram.
Exactly.
You'll get a
Save,
text.
follow.
Someone will text you.
I promise everybody and their mother will know when that music video is dropping. It's definitely very anticipated. We got people commenting on Sal's page already asking, where's the video? Where's the video?
Every day.
So
Every day.
believe me, we want to drop it. And
We keep sneak peeking it. That's why
I know,
we put
we
out
do,
like
we do.
6 sneak peeks, but we never
That's
put out
best
the whole
ones.
video.
Yeah.
Those, like,
And it's
you
real
keep wanting
nice,
more.
man. It's
Yeah.
real nice. People
and
gonna
I'll be
enjoy it.
honest, it's simple, bro. And it's black and white. Like you don't even see that these days. Like you do, but like the black and white adds so much effect to just like the feeling that you get listening to the song, you know?
Makes it feel authentic. I think.
Exactly. And yeah, we listen, man. We're gonna keep on working. The truth is that we have so much in the bag, but definitely you could look out for that video for everything 2020. I think it's time to talk about That's On Me a little bit before we wrap up the show,
Well,
right?
actually, I'm gonna use it as like I'm gonna take a card from Marvel and just leave it as the end credit, so people just keep wanting more. But what? Before we wrap up, and I ask the famous old question of the show, I want to say that sometimes inspiration isn't pretty. Sometimes you gotta get your ass kicked and
That's
taken
right.
out of bed
That's
and be
right.
told to like stop being a lazy shit and stop making excuses, because the only one
Talk
holding
to him.
the only one holding you back is yourself.
Woo!
And
That was nice.
it's tough. It's tough because there's days you don't even see the light, but
It's there.
there's people that wish they could do the things we do. There's people that wish they could podcast.
Wow.
They wish people that could rap. They wish people that could play the trumpet or any instruments.
I know what you're saying.
So
just do something to be creative.
Use it and
It's true,
be
bro.
a reason to motivate people. I mean, that's the ethos of the show. That's the ethos of
I
why
love
we
it.
create. And now that we are in this moment, guys, what is creativity for the both of you? One by one, if you want.
Sal, go for it.
Oof, that's tough.
Is it like one word, or can we say multiple
Tell your
things?
story. Tell one words. I don't know.
Creativity for me
You could think.
is I'm just gonna speak.
Do it.
Is everything you do from the second you wake up to the second you go to sleep and dream, all of that put together into whatever you do, whether it's just waking up, you put your feet on the floor, that's creative, make it creative. But you go and make some art, that's another thing. You go to work, you do your best job, that's creative. I mean, it's about life. You know, music in specific, it's not just about the music, not about what you hear. It's about actually being a good person, actually doing good things. I don't like some cats because they're bad people. They make great music. I don't like some artists because they're bad people, but they make great music. At the end of the day, whatever you do that makes creativity come out of you, just always remember that it's on a bigger journey of being better people.
That's true. That's tough to follow up.
Sorry, I
bro.
thought about that one.
That's tough to follow up. I think that creativity is it's for a purpose bigger than all of us.
It's bigger than us.
You know, it's bigger than us. It's bigger. It's on a spiritual level. You know, like we're when we create, you know, we tap into, you know, God's energy. You know, not to get so like philosophical and stuff like that, but like that's really what it is. You know, we're tapping into like the inner dimensions of the world and like what really makes us who we are and what makes us all connected. Because like me and Sal, maybe we don't talk for like, you know, I don't know, a week, a month. I mean, I'm not going to say a year because that's not realistic. But what I'm trying to say is that, you know, music has a way of connecting us. Creativity is the foundation of music. And I think creativity is one of the main foundations of life. And what it means to me is just the ability to, you know, influence and the ability to make your impact on this world. You know, like a lot of people, they ask that question, you know, what's my impact on this world? What's my legacy? Well, all that happens because of creativity. Just like you wear the creative director, you know what I'm saying? Like we're all the creative directors of our life. Whether we want to make it a positive life or a negative life, that all comes from the creativity within us. So, yeah, I think to just sum up everything I said, I think creativity is bigger than us, and it's our connection to, you know, the next dimension.
That you came pretty close. Maybe not head to head, but you came pretty
Damn,
close.
that's Sean. I love the answer.
I know. Thank you. Thank you.
But no.
So philosophical over here, you know. It's like
I think this is a beautiful and like just intense way to wrap the season, guys. This is episode 15, end of the season 1, and you guys either inspired the hell out of me to get to work to season 2, or raised the stakes that high that I'm like, holy shit, how am I gonna meet them? But at the end of the day,
how am I gonna do this?
guys, you guys were privileged to have on the show and to see in person.
Thank you.
We're
honored to be here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And thanks to the HGAP Studios in Windward
Shout
for
out.
letting us use their space. Highly recommend it. Check them out.
Yeah, great space over here.
And yeah,
Great energy.
Thank you guys for watching this season. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts. Let's have a conversation off screen. I appreciate all of you that are tuning in and all the support. Since it's the last time you're going to see me for God knows when, let me tell you, your boy here is working on a new short film.
Let's go.
And making moves. 2022 is going to be the year. I know we said that back in 2019, but let's redeem 2022. And we're going to create, we're going to challenge ourselves, we're going to exceed them, and we're going to have more stories to tell. And
run it up.
Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Simply Talk. And as always, stay creative.
That was great, bro. That was great.
I was worried, but it just felt beautiful.
Nah, everything flowed perfect, bro.
Overtime.
Try and keep it low key, both to islands and overseas. Baby, that's on me. Glad to Bahamas, get away for the week. Baby, got what you need. You and your friends come chill with me. New watch, new chain, new car, new ice. Baby, that's on me. Baby, that's on me. Baby, that's on me. New watch, new chain, new car, new ice. Baby, that's on me. Baby, that's on me. Baby, that's on me. New watch, new chain, new car, new ice. Baby, that's on me.